You are Alpha and Omega. We worship you.
Do you know the roots? You are supposed to understand where a man who can steal from God, what can he do?
A professional,
So
quite.
they can't rob us. if they can do that, they are wicked. And they are still carrying the Bible. I have seen even men of God going to eat meat. Meat. Nyama choma. They eat, they become full. And then they go home. And the children have not eaten.
Is that a man of God really?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell. I remember sometimes I met men of God. One of them is pastor. I had not married that time. He came. The man came and visited and then called the pastor. The pastor wants to see you. So they are going to the market. So I was with them. And I think I had married. I was newly married the first year. So I went and followed them. When I went to follow them, they entered in somewhere where the man had ordered for meat and all this. And they had come for pasta so that they can go and eat. Then the pastor told me, let me go and eat this meat. You can accompany me to go and eat this meat. This man is not born again. He gave me the story. I said, but now, when I'm teaching him, I'm continue to do what he is doing so that I can reach him out. I looked at him and I said, this person has no stand. If you come and tell me, go and do this, and I know it's against my stand, how do I do it with you as I teach you? Say, no. So, can you come and eat this meat? I said, no, I don't want. So I left them to eat the meat, and I went to eat the food that my wife had cooked.
That's bad.
So there are some people who do that in the name of
They're reaching out.
They are reaching out. But they are corrupt. I remember there is one pastor who said, I cannot eat anything without my child. And one young man hand, he ordered, said, I cannot even take milk, a glass of milk. If you want to buy me, buy for my children first. And then the young man waited for pastor to forget what he said. Because people were funny character, I forget.
Yeah.
Then he came and bought him a cup of tea. Then there with snacks somehow, the pastor took, and he has not bought for the child. And then this young man ordered for the milk and said, every day pastor comes here, pastor so-and-so, let him have a glass of milk, 2 glasses of milk, and this and this. And it was given an order. He said, whether I am here or not, what I want to meet is the bill. I will pay for the man of God. And the man of God said, it's okay. The man, with the time the man of God comes, take his 2 glasses of milk and add with what you want to add, and then he goes. He waited for 1 month. And one day he timed when the cave was full. Customers were there. I don't know, they were watching football. And then he opened the mouth loud so that anybody can hear. Say, Pastor, you said that you told us that you cannot take anything before your child takes. If anybody wants to buy you taste, even a glass of milk, you should buy for your children and give you to take to the children. The pastor now has taken the 2 glasses of milk before the man, so he was on the last glass. Say, now I bought you and I paid for 1 month of milk every day. Have you been taking or not? Did you take it to your children? And then it was a shame. It looked like, it was like a movie and like another game that has been started. And people enjoyed that. I was not there when he was doing it, but I came the following day. And these are the news I met in that time. These are the news I met in that time. And I felt very bad. Why? The man who said something was not as true as his word. Yeah. Men, stop enjoying women. If you love a person, tell her I love you. And let it be real.
Yeah.
No fake. The lady. Don't tell man you are this. When you know it's not, you don't mean it. I love you. I love you. You are my star. You are everything. And then in the heart, you know you are lying.
You are forcing.
You are forcing those things. And I pray that God will help us to be people who are morally upright.
Amen.
That you will not play around with the emotions of the others. Before or in marriage. And these things are terrible when it is now in marriage.
It's more hurting.
It's more hurting.
Yes.
You are in a marriage with a man that you can never trust. He is not reliable.
Trustworthy.
You cannot depend on this person.
Yeah.
So even if he tells you, I will do something, you don't wait.
And
Because
you wait,
morally,
you
this
are-
person is not.
you
And there are
are
some
right.
things that this person is covering up. You have to investigate. When he tells you something, you know he's lying. And there is nothing so hurting like having a lover who is a liar to you.
Yeah.
If you are married to a husband who lies
Or to our wife.
and
who
lies to you, that marriage is very bad. Because what a spouse is expecting from you is truth. Nothing but truth.
Yeah.
You say the truth. When things are bad, you say they're bad. Not to lie. So there are men who lie. I have been in a meeting and you have not gone in the meeting. I have gone to the conference and you have not gone to the conference. We have been going for this and it's not true. So your wife knows. Even if he tells me, there are so many who have gotten a lot of surprises. And they have been hurt by what they have gone through. May God help us.
Amen.
So don't have an hidden agenda
Yeah.
in that marriage. Open up yourself. And there are some people even, their real names, their husbands, their wives do not know.
Yeah.
Because
They have even more than one ID.
they have more than one ID. And they cannot expose themselves.
Actually, those are fake people.
They have their personality. They are living on another personality. And this is very terrible. And may God help us.
Amen.
And now, another issue where openness or transparent is supposed to be done by couple is financial.
Transparency.
And this is missing a lot.
Yeah.
Financial. But before I go for financial, I say this. In couple, in a relationship, you need to be so open and so free and not judging each other, free with each other, such that even if a person approaches you and tells you he wants you or she wants you, you can discuss it with your husband.
Yeah.
You can discuss it with your wife.
Without any fear.
Without any fear. Because, if a person approaches you and tells you something, I want you, you can discuss.
Yeah.
And you can discuss it and you can help. When you get the message, you can easily pass it to the other person.
Yeah.
And the other person can read that message and understand. But this now calls for maturity. Because there are husbands who would like to do that to their wives. But their wives are so immature. Immediately you see that, you go now and begin to beat that lady. Or the wife shows you, you'll directly go and beat that man. So you need to be very mature and understand that.
Amen.
So that there is that kind of a openness. That is able to speak the secret of your heart. Things are not known by anybody else. You are able to open up to your spouse. That you can speak the secret of your heart. That is openness. That this person can know deeply within your heart. Who are you?
Actually, I think in the entire world, your husband should be the person who knows even what your parents do not know.
Yeah.
Your wife should be that person who understands every bit of
Inside and out.
Inside and out. But you see, there are some people who are just, they are there, but they know. You see, when you're covering something, it's not that you don't know. You know. But the question is, you are keeping these things for who? Because if you are keeping some secrets from your wife, and you are not intending to marry another woman, or you are keeping some secrets from your husband, and you know very well that you are not purposing to settle with another man. What is the reason? Because these things will eat you up. There are people who do not have even confidence, even when they are working. They don't want any discussion concerning even their partners, because that if you are hiding some things, you don't have confidence. There are people when there are some couples, even when they are living together, you want to have a discussion with me and just keep myself busy to avoid any discussion
that can expose
that
you.
can expose you. So there are people who do not sit together. There are couples who do not sit together. When it comes to their own affairs, they will discuss business, they will discuss children, they will discuss some other things. But when it comes to them, because when it comes to transparency, it should be more of you, more than your children, more than your business. First of all, you are open. When it comes to the two of you, then you touch other things. But there are people who avoid completely. They don't want anything to do with.
We say this,
Yeah.
if a person is morally upright, the wife is supposed to know everything. The password for the phone, the email. The wife can open the emails and read.
Yeah.
The husband can open the emails
And read
and
them.
read.
Yes.
Can get the WhatsApp messages and read. You are so free that there's nothing hidden between the two of you. That I cannot be shaken by anything when I see you touch my phone or see you touch my anything that is concerning my life.
That carries your secret.
That carries the secret. Because I have no secret. When I put a password, I tell you this is my password.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, when you want to open, you ask what is the password. I tell you this is the password, because what I am doing, I am not hiding.
But there are men who tells their wives, never ever touch my phone. There are wives who tells their husband, never ever
Because
touch
there
my
are
phone.
secrets that they are trying to conceal, which are not supposed to be there between a married couple. So you need to be as open as possible to the other person.
Amen.
So that you will be known who you are, everything.
Amen.
Everything, so that you can be a person as an account for you.
Yes.
Accountable. Sometimes you go and ask the wife, where is your husband? When you ask 3, 4, 5 questions, say, this person, I don't know him, I don't understand him.
Yeah.
How can you live with a man that you don't understand? His dealings I don't
I
understand.
just said,
I don't know him.
Yeah, I'm tolerating.
I don't know him.
I don't know him.
So living with a stranger, that is something very wrong. Now look at this. Another thing now. Financial. That's where now many things are now.
Yeah, yeah.
We say, what is eating many marriages? Where there is hiding. Is in a relationship issues. Where you can have an affairs without the other person knowing.
Yes.
Relationship, those character things that you try to hide. Number 2 now, even this is issue of character also. Financial. Financially, you need to be as open as possible with the other person. But they also say, I cannot tell her everything about finances, so that she will hate me when she knows I'm broke. Not unless you forced her to marry you, or you lied about your financial ability for the woman to marry you. So you have to keep on lying to maintain her. That's the rule of sustaining. The law of sustaining what you have. When you get it in a certain way, you have to keep it in that certain way. Do you use lie to win a person? You keep on lying to maintain. Do you use the truth to win a person? You keep on speaking the truth to keep this person. What is the foundation of your relationship? What did you use to get where you are? Now listen to this. You need to be open the work you do. Before marriage and even in marriage.
Yeah.
Before you get married, tell the person, this is what I work. What you do is part of the introduction of who you are. What you do, because we know you by what you do. What is your work? So you need to tell, I'm a business person. And you say, what type of business? Because there's some, you can be a drug dealer. And that's a business also.
Yeah.
You say, what kind of business? I am a teacher. I am a doctor. I am a lawyer. I am this. You speak your career. What is your career? What do you do? I am a pastor.
Yeah.
So that this lady knows I am married to a pastor. I am married to a lawyer. I'm married to a businessman or a woman. That must be there in a marriage relationship. When you change it, you cannot just wake up and change. You have to negotiate. Before marriage, you can wake up and do anything. But when you marry, now you have to make sure that the other person gets into where you are.
Sell the idea.
You
first.
sell the idea
Yeah.
to the other until the idea is bought. Until the idea is bought. If the idea is not bought, you order. Now, there is also, what is your income? There are so many wives now, they don't know the income of their husbands. They don't know the salary. They don't know the wages. They don't understand what this person earns. What is beyond to the business, they don't know. They don't discuss that. They don't know. And these people are now in marriage. And you're not knowing what other person earns. You don't know the assets that your husband has. Or your wife has. Because some are kept in secret. Assets. Kept in secret. You bought the land. You hide the documents.
Just in case.
Just in case. There's some women who buy their own land. And they prepare to build. Say, hey, anything can
Happen.
happen. So, what you prepare for is what you get. So they are not ready for that. Then, debts. When you come in marriage, you cannot go and take loan without the consent of the other partner. And if possible, the other partner must sign. Because the loan is for both of you, and both of you will pay it. Either directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
So there are some people who are getting surprises. You get surprise when your land, your house is being sold.
Auctioned.
This is now, yeah, it's being auctioned. This is the time now the husband is telling you, I took a loan, but I have not been able to pay. You know what we have been facing on financially of the reasons. And and the wife is shocked. And you never told me.
Yeah.
You never told me you were taking loan. You never take me. Even you took the loan and you bought something for the wife. If the wife knew it's the loan you are taking, she would have not allowed.
Yeah.
There's one man of God. The woman entered in a certain group, and this group gives loan, soft loans. So the woman, she took the identity card of the husband. She knows where the identity card is. Took the identity card to the group, and then she registered the husband as a guarantor in that group.
And the
And then
husband was not aware.
the collateral was the cow and some other things in the house. They had a great cow. So that's what the source of the milk. That is what they were using, the milk for the family, and even to sell the milk. And the cow was doing very well. And now what happened? The woman was not able to pay. And because she was not able to pay, the group came, and the husband met them. They wanted to take the cow. And they asked, are you so and so? Yes, yes. You are the one who signed for this loan. And because now this person is not able to pay, you are supposed to pay the loan. That's the first information he received. So he was shocked. When did I run? Then the wife said, I took the identity card, and that's what happened. And then the man became angry and said, I will not pay. He went away. The following week, he met them, they were taking the cow. So he looked at the cow, and he looked at the benefit of the cow, and he had the money to clear the loan. He had to renegotiate with the group how to pay. And I want to tell you, that marriage, it was not sweet anymore that day. Things were not good.
Yeah.
Things were not good because it's a surprise. You take a date, and the person comes to the house to ask for the money.
And
Embarrass the wife, embarrass the children. And you know there's some men who come, they want embarrassment. Especially if you are married a beautiful wife. and you are not able to pay the loan.
What will happen?
They will come and embarrass and say all kind of things to show the wife you are beautiful, but you followed a useless man. and there is nothing else that embarrasses the woman like that. But a man who comes always, he has taken debt somewhere, and you don't know. Then the next thing you are told, hey, this and this and this and this and this. So you are so much embarrassed. And there are men who embarrass their wives always like that. Even people can stop you on the way anytime and ask for money. You can be reported anyway. Your husband did. Your wife did. Took our money. Are you aware? It's the letters you are meeting. Your wife did this. Your husband did this. So this kind of embarrassment.
Yeah, it can really break.
It breaks the people.
Yeah.
So you need to be open before you take anything. You have to say to the other person. Those are things. And if you are getting married and you have a loan that you are servicing, let the other person know you have a loan, because this person will inherit. Whatever problem you have, anybody who marries you inherits it.
Yeah.
If you have something good, the one who marries you will inherit. If you have something bad, the one who marries you inherits them.
And now there's something that I think we talked about finances, though it was not in this dimension. That there are many people who are struggling, they're in pains, they're in quarrels because of loans. I think if it's possible, it is good to stay away from debt.
Yeah, we said that financial integrity, what we learned to say, if possible, stay away from debt.
Because there are people who take loan to buy sofa set, to buy some things that do not appreciate.
That foolishness. They lose a lot by doing that. So we say this. In this dimension we're talking here, if you are to take loan and it's a mass you take,
let your
spouse know. Let there be openness about that. We are taking loan and it's for this and this reason. And let the two of you agree. Is this worthy? Then agree. Let there be that openness. Are you buying an asset? Talk to your friend in marriage. Let them know. Let them understand. You're buying this. You're doing this. If you don't tell them, let it not be that is your motive. You intended to keep it away from them. Maybe you wanted to surprise your wife. You can buy a car without telling her. And then you bring the car as a surprise. You can do that. But not keeping away. You buy a matatu, it goes to the circle, it's yours. You are a registered member of the certain circle, and your wife does not.
There are guys who build some estates. They buy like matatu, like you're saying, and they do many massive projects. Only one day the wife will just be told, "Let us go somewhere. You are shown this. You are shown this. You are shown this. You are shown this." And those wives, that's
good. Sometimes it's good because you have been shown, and this person has opened. Maybe he wanted to surprise you.
But to surprise you with all these massive projects without being involved, because I've heard of a case where a lady was saying now it's like she was taken around all these things, but she felt bad. She felt displaced.
Now, when you follow in such cases, those people are not been relating well. Maybe you have a break up between the two of you when things are not moving. So this person decides to do his things. So when you reconcile, this person will show you, while you were away, I was doing this. While you were away, I was doing this. And you also, you are supposed to say, while you were away, I was doing this. So it's a part of reconciliation.
But now it should not be entertained. When
Now,
we are
let me
together.
say this.
Yes.
We are talking about if you are living together,
Yeah.
having a good relationship,
Yeah.
operating as husband and wife,
Yeah.
somebody is doing something. Not when you have a relationship that has issues. Maybe you are separated for a year,
Yeah.
for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or even 10 years.
Yeah.
When you are 10 years, this person is doing
Yeah.
something.
Yes, yes.
So when you come together and rejoin together, and this person decides to show you,
That's understandable.
this is what I have been doing when you are not there. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But now when you are living together, like I and you, I go out buy something, I keep it, and you are there. I walk out of you every morning. I come back in the evening. We are there together. That's now you feel cheated.
Yeah.
Because you are supposed to have contributed what is happening
Yes.
in that case.
Yes.
So the wife is supposed to contribute, whether she is the one giving the money or not. Your partner is supposed to contribute either our views,
Yeah, his views.
artists. For example, when you are building a house, men, don't be foolish. Don't build a house to surprise your wife. Not unless you are so wise. You have interviewed her indirectly without her knowing. And she has given you all her taste about the house. And you have known. Now go and apply everything, including the color. Then when it's ready, come and now show her. She will cry that day. Because you have done exactly what she wanted and said, surprise! And cover her eyes, then open her inside the house. Tell her, this is your home from now. She will be happy. Because your motive was to surprise her and make her happy. But when you do without her contribution and then you do mistakes, and you are doing and you do not involve her, she will not be content. She will not be happy. 100%. She may be happy some extent, but not. It could be more better
If I was involved.
So something. If you want to buy the car, I remember there is a man who went all the way, moved from Nairobi, went to Mombasa, bought a car, good car, Prado for the wife, and then took the photo, then sent the wife. Say, surprise! This is your car, Prado, white. The woman said, hi. It's good, but that one, white. I can't drive. I can't drive. If you told me, I would told you the color. I would have just directed you what color. I don't like that color. White. Imagine me driving white. The man felt very bad. And then it's okay. He took the challenge. Say, it's okay. Say, thank you, darling. Which colors do you like? Say, wine red. And the man was happy to hear that. So he went back to the car dealer. They went direct to the company. And they instructed the company, white car to be turned from white to wine red. And then the same car was turned into wine red. With company. Within the day, the following day, the car was driven. And then it was back. The wife started jumping up and down. What was the problem? Color.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Color.
Color. Taste.
Color.
Taste.
Color. And it took the man only 50,000 to add the taste of the wife where she wanted. And it was cheaper because even the car was cheaper by 150,000 because of color. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he himself is comfortable with him. I said, I have saved 100,000. And the wife is happy. So there are some things that can bring quarrels when there was not supposed to be any form of quarrel.
Yeah.
Now, you need not have debts without the other person knowing. Another thing, obligations. There's some people who are having a lot of things to do with the money.
Yeah.
So money, you know how much you're getting, but this person distributes, gets money to other things, but you don't know. He has this project. He has taken a cousin to high school. He has taken this, and the wife does not
No.
know. The husband does not know. So I think people should be open such that when an obligation comes or a duty, you are taking a responsibility. Even if you're using your own money, there is no your own money in marriage. It's our money. So you need to discuss. You need to agree as a couple. This is a duty. I'm building for my mother. You are building for your mother. We are doing all this. We do it as a project, a family project. And we do it. So let everybody know. Because the wife may expect there is money at home, but there is no money.
Yeah.
This money came, it was taken to other work. And these kind of things are going on in marriages. And another thing very important is savings. The people who save without others knowing. How much have you saved? Where do you have accounts that the other person does not know? That he cannot have a statement, cannot know how much you have at any time. You don't open it up. This person feels a stranger when it comes to finances. That's why some wives, when their husband tells them there's no money, they don't believe. Because they don't know if this person is speaking the truth or lying.
Yeah.
So you can be broke, and your wife may not know you are broke because she does not trust you with the dealings of finances. So you need to understand that finances, you need to be very open. You need to be open to the other person and say, do I have anything? You tell the other person.
Yeah.
Not many men can give their wives ATM card to go and withdraw money. Not many wives can give their husband ATM cards to go and withdraw money. Not many can do that. Not many wives know what is in the wallet of their husbands. There's some husbands who turn around when the wife is asking for money. You turn around then.
And majority do that.
You give her the notes that she wants because you don't want her to know what is in that wallet. There's a man who will sleep with a wallet just next to the pillow. When the wife wants money, he will wait for you to sleep because she is very wise. She will not show you that she has seen you putting the wallet there. And some others, they have put the wallets in a place where some communities say, you kill me before you take the money. and the man sleeps with the money there.
To feel the warmth.
To keep the money away from the wife.
Oh my God.
And this is marriage, really.
And there are people who steal from one another, especially when people are like that.
They steal. So the wife will time when the husband has slept, and the husband will the wife will take 1,000, 2,000, and the husband will, who took my money? Where were you keeping? So the man does not want to say.
You have money.
The man does not want to say where he was keeping, and he does not want to say if he has money. So this
He keeps quiet.
He keeps quiet, and the man has been stolen. This is marriage.
God,
and people are in marriage. And some people, if there is something that will make many people go to hell, listen to me, it's marriage.